The first warning came before the shuttle landed. Half the alien recruits wanted to leave immediately. Earth was listed as a Category 9 Deathworld. High gravity, unstable weather, dangerous predators, deadly bacteria, and environmental unpredictability beyond standard military calculations. Human instructors called it normal. The training camp stood in the middle of a frozen mountain range. No luxury shelters, no advanced safety systems, no assistants waiting to solve problems. The recruits expected weapons training and tactical simulations. Instead, a human commander handed them backpacks and said one sentence: "If the environment defeats you, the enemy does not need to try." The first day destroyed confidence. High-gravity, exhausted species used to lighter worlds. Several recruits collapsed before reaching the first checkpoint. One alien complained that conditions were unfair. A human medic treated his injuries, then quietly replied that survival does not negotiate. The camp followed a brutal structure: wake before sunrise, carry supplies through freezing terrain, build shelter before storms arrived, find clean water without advanced scanners, learn which plants healed and which poisoned. Every mistake had immediate consequences. Alien recruits depended on technology. Humans removed it. Tracking devices disabled. Emergency drones restricted. Automated maps erased. Panic spread quickly. Without technology, many recruits realized they had no survival instinct outside controlled systems. A reptilian cadet nearly froze to death during week 1. He had ignored instructions about insulation, believing his armor was enough. An instructor found him shaking inside a collapsed shelter. Instead of punishment, the instructor taught him how to build warmth using broken branches and body heat. The lesson was simple: nature does not care about rank. By week 2, fear turned into frustration. Injuries increased. Tempers exploded. One predator species challenged a human instructor after losing supplies during a storm. The alien believed humans designed impossible tasks to humiliate them. The instructor said nothing. He took the alien alone into the mountains during heavy snowfall. No communication systems. No support. 3 days later, they returned, carrying food, firewood, and medical herbs. The alien never complained again. Rumors spread about human training methods. Humans never gave answers directly. They forced recruits to think under pressure. During combat exercises, the strongest fighters often failed first because they relied on force. The survivors adapted instead. One scenario changed everything. A fake emergency alert activated at midnight. Camp under attack. Shelter compromised, limited oxygen and food. Recruits had to move immediately through dangerous terrain. Chaos followed. Groups broke apart. Arguments started. Some species protected only their own kind. Others abandoned injured members to move faster. Humans observed silently. One small group moved differently. A weak insectoid recruit could barely walk due to injury. Instead of leaving him behind, a human cadet carried him through freezing rivers and steep cliffs. Others shared food despite hunger. By sunrise, their group reached safety first. The lesson became clear. Deathworld survival was not about individual strength. It was about adaptation and cooperation under pressure. Week 3 focused on fear. Human instructors introduced recruits to predators, native to Earth, wolves, venomous creatures, deep water survival. Darkness without visibility, controlled exposure to uncertainty. Alien cadets expected combat training. Instead, humans taught emotional control. Panic kills faster than predators. One recruit from a species known for military discipline broke during night survival exercises. He admitted he had never experienced real fear because machines solved everything on his homeworld. A human veteran answered without emotion, "Fear is useful. Panic is expensive." By week 4, the recruits changed. Conversations became shorter. Complaints disappeared. Movements became efficient. They stopped asking humans for solutions and started solving problems themselves. The strongest physical recruit had already quit. The smartest tactical recruit had failed after refusing to adapt. Those remaining were not the most powerful. They were the most flexible. The final test arrived without warning. No supplies, no communication, no maps. 5 days to cross dangerous terrain and reach extraction. The environment turned hostile immediately. Heavy storms blocked routes. Food became scarce. Rivers flooded. One recruit suffered a serious injury. Nobody abandoned him. The same species that once argued over resources now carried equipment together. Stronger recruits slowed down for weaker ones. Decisions became practical, not emotional. Humans watched from distance, without interference. On the 5th day, only 14 recruits reached extraction. From an original group of 90, no celebration waited for them. No speeches. The human commander handed each survivor a small metal tag. Engraved on it were simple words. You learned to survive when systems failed. One alien finally asked the question every recruit carried since the beginning. Why train like this? The commander looked toward the mountains before answering. Because enemies are predictable, Natuda is not. Years later, graduates of Deathworld training became commanders, scientists, explorers, and diplomats across the galaxy. Their methods changed industries and military systems. Standard procedures became flexible. Emergency planning improved. Survival rates increased. Every graduate carried the same lesson. Technology matters. Planning matters. Strength matters. But when everything breaks, adaptation decides who lives.